No matter what the latest drama happening in the NBA is, one thing is always certain. Everyone loves the Los Angeles Lakers. The Purple and Gold Warriors benefit greatly from a decade-long history that gives them a huge PR boost, but things aren't looking so hot for the players of Showtime. This past season has proven that the foundations holding up the Lakers are quite shaky, and we suspect that we might be looking at a devastating split in the next few years. In this video, we've collected the biggest reasons why the impending split is likely, and if you're a die-hard Lakers fan, don't worry, we are too, but it's important to prepare ourselves for the inevitable. This is the reason why the Lakers are splitting up in 2022. Let's get started. Starting off with the positives, the Lakers took a big gamble on Anthony Davis this past season. The Brow is one of the most talented players in the history of the NBA. Effective on both offense and defense, the player who compares the closest to Davis is none other than legendary Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Don't believe us? Let's compare the numbers at the same point in their career. At age 25, Olajuwon was averaging 22 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. At the same age, Davis is scoring 26 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. Both players share a field goal stat of 51.5%. While Davis still has not won an MVP award, we wouldn't be surprised if he gets one soon. Still in his prime, Davis is getting better every year, and we expect him to cement his legacy as one of the GOATs very soon. With a player like this in their grasp, it's no surprise that the Lakers did everything in their power to keep him, but that's going to be a major headache for the team going into the summer of 2020 because the Lakers roster has a major lack of tradability, and it all goes back to Davis. Every NBA team knows you can't acquire a top 15 of all-time player without making a few concessions. You need to be prepared to give up the opportunity to get young players and rising talent, and the Lakers did just that. Players like Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball are flying with the Pelicans, as are Showtime's other 2021 picks. They gave up the DeAndre Hunter to Atlanta, and other players like Mo Wagner and Isaac Bonga are off with the Wizards. Not a whole lot of good options left. It's not like the Lakers don't have any good cards to play though. Kyle Kuzma is still available, but he's recovering from an injury. There's also Talon Horton-Tucker, who they were able to snatch through the draft. But the Stepien rule complicates the entire game. The rule was created following Ted Stepien's disastrous tenure as Cavs manager, and it regulates how teams can trade draft picks. The rule states that a team, under most circumstances, is not allowed to trade its first-round pick in consecutive years. They're forced to change it up. So, let's stock off the Lakers' trade assets. They've got Anthony Davis, Kuzma, LBJ, Jared Dudley, and Troy Daniels. James and Davis are not going to be leaving the team anytime soon, and that leaves Kuzma, Dudley, and Daniels. That's a pretty weak roster that's going to kneecap the team's ability to group the players that play around their top talent. In order to make the deal, the Lakers will need to convince competing teams to trade a good player on a medium-length contract in exchange for a bunch of cash. This doesn't seem likely though, considering the front office has seemed unwilling to dump the money necessary to complete the trades. And if they do this, they have to struggle with the balancing after not trading anyone away on their team who's too good. It's a fine line to thread, and one we suspect the Lakers won't be able to do. While this is most likely the outcome of the 2020 trades, it's a trade that's going to continue for the next few years. Maybe the stars will align and the Lakers will make the $1 million deal, getting everything they need while losing as little as possible. It wouldn't be the strangest thing to happen in the Lakers' history, but without a miracle, the Lakers are stuck in this team until 2022 and beyond, and that's risky. At the beginning of the season, the Lakers had plenty of skeptics. Their 2018 season had been shaky, and Davis was promised to be the magic bullet that would turn their luck around. Even as the team mourned the loss of Kobe Bryant, they have managed to maintain their second-place spot in the power rankings, but the loss of Bryant has also shown how quickly tragedy can strike. If for whatever reason any of the Showtime players can't continue playing, either personal tragedy, an injury on the court, or even lack of drive to keep pushing for number one, whatever the reason, the Lakers are put in an impossible situation they simply do not have the roster capital to get out of. Much like a glass cannon, the powerful Lakers are vulnerable as they are dominant. Again, this might work to your advantage, especially when you look at the situation in terms of player morale. Knowing the people you're playing with are going to be in it for the long haul has got to be good for your synergy. But players like LeBron James have shown that sometimes they do have difficulty working with others. If the wind blows the wrong way, the paper cards upon which the Showtime empire is built might come tumbling down in a 2022 split. That's all the time we have for today. What did you think of this list? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to drop a like and ring that subscriber bell to stay up to date on our future videos.